Welcome one and all, DC Wood here. As you know, I'm still reviewing Arrowverse seasons, I'm still reviewing wrestling matches for SmarkDown. I am also still doing the box of stuff for Mixcloud. I'm hoping to get that finished very, very soon. Still doing theatre work. I did also review Doctor Who Out of Time a few months back, and a few of my wrestling pals have asked me, am I going to do a wrestling related review on channel? Back in my Beartown Radio days, I did regularly report and cover some shows for the now defunct Great Bear Promotions, and I've really enjoyed writing for SmarkDown over the last year, particularly blog entries on Kane and the late great Owen Hart. So I thought I'd review something I'd been meaning to review for quite a while, and that is AEW Double or Nothing 2019 on DVD. All Elite Wrestling has really been making some noise ever since it was founded on New Year's Day 2019, through the efforts of Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, Matt and Nick Jackson, aka the Young Bucks, Adam Page and Kenny Omega, among so many more, and the magic of social media, of course. AEW has really taken the wrestling world by storm, with a fantastic following, a strong pay-per-view calendar, a tremendous weekly television show in AEW Dynamite, and a superb roster of wrestlers. All Elite Wrestling has risen to become true, genuine competition to World Wrestling Entertainment. In fact, it's WWE's first real competition in almost 2 decades since World Championship Wrestling folded. So, Double or Nothing is the inaugural pay-per-view, the first ever show for AEW. It took place on the 25th of May 2019 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Paradise, Nevada. There was a sellout attendance of 11,000 fans and a pay-per-view buy rate in between 109 to 113,000. Double or Nothing 2019 became, at this point in time, the biggest wrestling pay-per-view that wasn't produced by WWE or WCW. So, it's all very exciting stuff. There's 7 matches on the card with 2 on the buy-in pre-show. Again, this is a 2-disc DVD set. Is it worth having? Let's discuss. Right, now, I'll admit I'm a WWE fan first and foremost. I have been most of my life, but I really love checking out other promotions as well. I watched WCW as well back in the day. I really enjoyed watching ECW on various DVDs and online. I really enjoyed watching TNA throughout the noughties and 2010s, particularly when it was on Challenge TV back in the UK. It was great. I like watching whatever ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and various other independent promotions that I can get to check out whenever I can. And I have heard lots of great stuff about AEW. And this show in particular, everyone was talking about it. My friends were talking about it. The entire wrestling world was talking about it. So why not check it out? Now, I've got to say, the only way I could watch AEW Double or Nothing 2019 was on DVD. And I'll tell you right now, these AEW DVDs, they're like gold dust. No pun intended. You can only get these AEW DVDs direct from AEW's website or from wrestling merchandise retailers on eBay. At the time, there were bootleg releases on eBay, which I steered clear of. So I ordered directly from shopaew.com, and I'm going to also review my experiences in getting this show, getting an official copy of this show. What AEW do is that they produce their DVDs of their shows on demand. You order direct from them. They take approximately 5 to 7 days to print the DVD. Then it takes a further 7 working days for it to arrive if you live in the US. For international orders, it can take approximately 7 to 21 working days for your order to arrive in your country. Obviously, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, international orders can take much longer now, over 30 days. It took it took over a month in total for this to arrive, and I was very, very happy with the service overall. Shop AEW constantly notified me about the status of my order. They provided me with tracking on my parcel's progress when it was leaving the US and when it arrived in the UK. And this physical product in my hand, I've got to say, it's a thing of beauty. I'm very, very happy with the service and this DVD. Now, what's the actual show like? AEW Double or Nothing 2019, it's simply a phenomenal show. It's been regarded by many as the wrestling show of 2019, and to be honest, I'd struggle to argue with that. It's one of the most highly consistent events I've watched in a long, long time. AEW got off to such an amazing start right away. As I said, I love WWE. I'll always remain a loyal fan, but All Elite Wrestling is such a breath of fresh air. It's a perfect alternative to Vince McMahon's product, and there's so much excitement and action to be found on this show. There's brilliant booking and fantastic long-term planning present. Lots of amazing surprises from start to finish. AEW Double or Nothing 2019, it's nothing short of essential for wrestling fans. And if you are looking for an alternative to WWE or even Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling or New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you just want something different, AEW fills in the void very, very nicely. So starting with the theme of Double or Nothing, it's brilliant with the casino atmosphere proving to be really creative. The stage with the massive casino tokens, it's a brilliant, brilliant touch. The whole gambling vibe, the presentation of a fantastic official Double or Nothing music theme for this show. It's all brilliant. The commentary is exceptional. The legendary Jim Ross, my favourite wrestling commentator of all time, he can still call the action with unmatched intelligence and enthusiasm. He's also in hand with Excalibur and Alex Marvez. It's a brilliant commentary team that does the action justice. And Justin Roberts is also the ring announcer here. I love Justin's run in the WWE. He was a fantastic ring announcer, and it's really pleasing to see him do so well in AEW as well. Match-wise, the show gets off to a excellent start with SoCal Uncensored against the Strong Hearts. As someone who loved the likes of Christopher Daniels and Kazarian back in the glory days of TNA, this is a fast-paced, exciting opener featuring them and the brilliant Scorpio Sky against the Strong Hearts. From then on, the great action continues. There's an enjoyable four-way women's match with Dr. Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, Kylie Ray, and Awesome Kong, the TNA legend, who makes a great return to wrestling here. And there's lots more great tag team action as well, with the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta against Angelico and Jack Evans. There's also a six-woman tag team match with Hikaru Shida, Ryo, and Ryo Mizunami against Asia Kong, Emi Sakura, and Yuka Sakatsu. And this in particular offers some really good Japanese wrestling for European and American audiences to indulge in. The best matches on the show easily include Chris Jericho taking on Kenny Omega in the main event, where the winner goes on to wrestle in the main event of the next AEW show, All Out, for the inaugural AEW World title. Chris Jericho was 48 at the time of this show, and here and to this day, Jericho still proves why he's one of the greatest of all time. The match against Kenny Omega is great, and there's a shocking aftermath as well to conclude the show. There's also an absolutely terrific tag team match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. This is a fantastic match with bags of exciting action on display. But the match of the night here is truly Cody Rhodes taking on Brother Dustin. As someone who loved both Cody and Goldust when they were in WWE, I was desperate to see them clash at WrestleMania 28 over the Intercontinental Championship in a title versus career affair. That was my fantasy booking, but alas, this never happened. Even after Cody and Dustin's terrific run as WWE Tag Team Champs, fans never really got the Cody Goldust match that they'd hoped for. Here, we actually do. This is a bloody, violent epic with tremendous storytelling and emotional investment. It's arguably the greatest match ever that either Cody and Dustin have ever had in their careers. A lot of fans and critics rated this their match of 2019. Again, I'm struggling to argue with that. This is a really essential match to see. Absolutely fantastic. So from start to finish, AEW Double or Nothing 2019 is really, really amazing. It's an amazing show for fans, and it's one that I'd highly recommend that you check out if you haven't seen it. There are so many surprises, essential matches, and great segments throughout. But what about the DVD release itself? Let's take a look. Right, now, to start with the case, this is a card backed with a plastic interior to hold the discs. Ring of Honor have used this type of packaging for some of their DVDs in the past, as has WWE Home Video for certain releases, but they've usually included a slipcase. Obviously, this isn't as robust as the standard DVD case. The packaging is a lot more susceptible to wear and tear, but it is nonetheless beautiful to behold. The cover of this DVD, I just love it. What a layout for this show. It presents the essence of the DVD perfectly, gives you an idea what the top 3 matches are. The back has an absolutely fantastic layout for the card, the match listing, the contents of both disc, and the casino theme and images from the show's moments, like this here, Bret Hart holding the AEW World Title belt. It's all glorious stuff. We look at the inside. The discs are beautifully printed, as you can see. It's all really, really professional. It's true work of art. I'll take one of the discs out so we can just have a look to see what the image is like. It's just a bit tricky to get out. So I'll just give me a moment. There we go. Now, as you can see, there's a fantastic montage of the artwork inside. It's all tinted in red throughout the case. It's a work of art, this thing. It's just really, really beautifully done. Right, now, the sound and picture quality of the DVD. It's the DVD transfer overall is excellent. The discs play back perfectly. There are chapter breaks, and there's DVD menus as well for convenience. The format is absolutely excellent. As for special features, I'll just switch over to the back. They're all listed on disc 2. As we can see, the buy-in pre-show is included on disc 2, and there are a couple of dark matches which make for good bonuses. We've got Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara, which is a decent contest to get the crowd excited for the main show. The Casino Battle Royal is it's a fun outing featuring lots of surprises and plenty of reason to tune in, with the winner facing the winner of the Jericho Omega bout of the next AEW pay-per-view for the world title. As we can see, there's several post-match interviews with the likes of Hangman, Adam Page, and SoCal Uncensored. There's the after show, which took place after the pay-per-view went off air, and there's a few more interviews and segments to whet your appetite. So, this DVD release, yep, definitely does justice. Absolutely fantastic. Right, drawbacks. I will tell you right now, this is not a cheap purchase. I'll let you know that right now. On the official AEW Shop AEW website, this DVD is retailed at $24.99. I was lucky because I was given a discount code, and that enabled me to get this DVD significantly cheaper. However, there is also the shipping and handling costs to consider, and if you live outside the US, you will have a weight on your hands, as well as the total purchase overall. More so given the ongoing pandemic, of course. If you're living in Britain and hoping to get this on eBay, it's going to be roughly £30. That's what I've seen it listed as, and in total it was about £22 that I paid for this overall. It was worth it, definitely, but it's still a pricey issue to consider. AEW Double or Nothing 2019 is overall an amazing release. For fans of All Elite Wrestling, odds are you'll have already purchased this DVD and are currently reliving the highlights as we speak. For those who haven't seen any AEW yet and are curious, I would highly recommend it to all wrestling fans, really. Again, it's a rare product to find, it's very limited and a pricey DVD, but you do get what you paid for. It's not absolute perfection, but it's certainly elite. Overall rating, 9 out of 10. AEW Double or Nothing 2019 is available on DVD directly from shopaew.com and from independent retailers on eBay. If you haven't seen All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing 2019, if you have seen the show, please comment and discuss below. What did you think of this event? What do you think of the DVD if you have a DVD? Please click like and subscribe. I'll be back again next time reviewing continuing my reviews of the Arrowverse. Stay tuned also on Mixcloud for the finale episode of the Box of Stuff coming soon. As always, stay safe and be kind. Bye bye.